Welcome back to Pressed Conference. How are you, Niru?
Hi, I'm doing really good. How are you, Amanda?
I'm great. I'm in New York right now, New York City. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. I love the city.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should have moved here, but then I think again, and I'm like, the weather is way too cold for me here. So like I would literally die. I would freeze to death.
Yeah. So you're there for like a work thing or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fun? A work
Business.
thing? Okay. Apartment. I'm at
Yeah.
my room.
I love
My
that
place.
Willem merch in the back.
Thank you to Drag Queen Merch
Yes, we
for
love drag queen
sending this
merch.
to
We're
me.
a drag queen merch
Yes.
family
Oh,
here on
talking
Press
about
Conference.
merch.
Oh, we got some
Talking
Mammoth
about merch. This
Mafia.
is my merch. It's me as Nicole Kidman, and then somehow the Mammoth Mafia feels strong in a place like this.
Tell them where you can get it.
There's link in my bio. It's through Bonfire. Thank you to Bonfire for doing it. We are selling sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs,
Mugs.
tote bags. It's available in all sizes. So yeah, you go get it. I mean, if you want to, that
Yes,
is. But
you heard Nidu.
do
Go
it.
get your merch.
Nita, would you like to introduce our very, very special guest?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited because we've got the season 14 icon. I mean, we love her. We know her. It's the iconic, incredible Miss Daya Betty. Pew, 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 pew.
Hi! I don't know what to do with my hands, so
Oh,
you'll probably
You're
see
doing
them a lot
great.
in this
It's
video.
okay. We don't know what to do with our hands, anyways.
All three of them.
All
Yeah.
three.
So Daya, how are you?
I am doing so good. I'm doing so good. I'm feeling like well rested, well fed, so I'm feeling on top of the game. How are you guys feeling?
I'm always
So
good.
good.
Well, that's a lie, but I'm mostly good.
Fake it till you make it.
Oh, by the way, before I begin, if a chicken, a cock-a-doodle-doo in the background,
Okay.
please ignore it. That's my neighbor's chicken.
Oh, no worries. Okay, can I tell you a little fun fact? So in
Yes.
high school, I grew up in a small town, whatever, but it used to be a huge farming community. So we had a lot of chickens and roosters, but our high school mascot was the rooster.
Oh.
That's iconic.
Isn't that a weird mascot?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
So specific.
And what makes it
Oh.
worse is the neighboring town was the Wildcats.
Oh.
So, with
Oh.
those two icons.
Makes sense.
Yeah. People
Circle
love to
of
make
life, food
jokes.
chain. Yeah.
Yeah,
Happens to the
it'll
best
feel
of
like
us.
home if I hear it.
Yeah. So before we dive into the episode, Daya, I'm going to ask you a very serious question.
Oh,
and I
gosh.
think this will be a great question to begin with.
Okay.
Something we ask everybody.
The
It's
smirk
serious.
on your face.
It's very serious, okay? It's
Okay.
Mary Kill, season 14 girls. Very serious. We take our
Oof.
journalism very seriously. So
Oof. Okay. You know what? These more journalists need to be like you guys. These are fun questions. I'm gonna say, let's start with Mary, because I feel like Mary's the easiest one.
yeah.
Right.
And I feel like if I was going to marry anyone from cast, I would probably marry Willow.
Mm.
And I'm just saying
Aw.
Willow because I wouldn't have to move. She lives in the same city, just like a mile down the road.
Yes.
And two, she's really quiet actually. And you kind of could tell that while watching the show, but she's just kind of like an introverted person.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that because I'm like cuckoo crazy all the time, and it's nice to have someone to calm me down. So I'd marry Willow for sure. I would. I'm gonna Bosco, obviously. I feel like that's a pretty much a given at this point. Lesbian rights.
Lesbian rights. Hello.
Of course.
Let's go.
And then, oh God, kill is always the option that nobody wants to answer, but I have to do it because we're playing a game.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I had to kill anyone, it would have been. Oof. Okay, honestly, Lady Camden. So I could have gotten to top two.
Oh.
Oh, good answer.
Okay. That's a great answer.
Duh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I thought really long and hard on that, so I appreciate it.
I'm so proud.
So tell me, like, how has it been post Drag Race for you? Like, would you change anything with how it went?
No, of course not. I would never change anything. And people think I'm joking when I say that, but I'm 100% serious. I think my delivery at times, I wasn't necessarily the most well-spoken,
Mm-hmm.
or I did have, you're in a competition where you don't have your phone, you don't have your friends, you don't have your family. I mean, you hear it all the time. You know what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just kind of like in game mode, and I'm not going to apologize for that. You're watching a TV show, and if people are going to get butthurt over things you say, like, I hate when they come for the girls, like on their social media. Like, I know Mistress is getting a lot of it this year, as well as some of the other girls, like Aura is getting it too. But
Oh.
what I don't think people understand is, like, they do a full check on you before you go on the show. Like, they do a full background check. Like, they talk to you multiple times. You go on a psych evaluation. Like, there is a lot of things you go through. And if anyone was like a truly terrible person, you would not be seeing them on TV. You know what I'm saying? Or like
Yeah.
after certain events have
Yeah.
happened in the past,
Mhm.
at least. But for me, I feel like I am enjoying the after part of the show. I feel like I don't know what shifted in the universe. I'm very
Yeah.
thankful,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like the fandom kind of did a little bit of like a twist, and I really appreciate. I don't think I've really done anything differently between now and then, except for maybe, I'm doing drag every day, so my drag is, constantly, I guess, elevating, if
Yeah.
you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a great time, obviously, during it airing. It's a great thing to see yourself on television, but I think I've enjoyed it the most now, right now. I'm touring, I'm getting to go places, I'm getting to do things that, like, I'm here in New York, about to go to Fashion Week. Like, it's just like,
You're here
I'm very
too?
thank I am. That's why I said that earlier.
Oh
Whenever
my
you said you were
god.
in New York, I was like,
What
wait,
part
what?
of New That's crazy.
I'm in the Lower East Side today. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm in the Lower East Side.
I'm in
I have
Fide
a
right
couple shows I'm
now.
going to. Okay, is that north of here?
Love that.
I have no idea. I'm
Okay,
like
I'm
towards
gonna say
the
I'm gonna pretend.
Yeah, we're acting like we're New Yorkers. We don't know anything. Like I'm near like some water. Yeah, locations am I right?
The Hudson River, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Is it?
Listen, Amanda, we're from
We're from the
center
Midwest.
of
We
the
don't
United
know.
States. Yeah, we don't really get an education, so
No. Our geography is terrible.
My
Oh, yeah.
location sensibility is also bad.
Oh well.
I recently moved, and people ask me, "Where did you move to?" I have no clue. I moved far away. That's all I know.
Well, for the people listening, I'm not good with time either, because for some reason, my mind was like 4 hours ahead of when we're actually supposed to be recording this. So I'm glad we're all on the same boat. We never know what we're doing or where we are. But
Totally.
but yeah, to answer your question, it's been great, and I feel like my journey has definitely just gotten even more exciting, and I feel like a little bit more well received than while the show is airing. Yeah, I think it just took time for people to like understand me a little bit. I don't know.
The way you answered my next two questions in the
God, am I a pageant queen now? What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm knocking all the boxes.
Because okay, you were watching it, as it aired, and I'll just say it again. But were you like disappointed in how you were presented, or were you like fine with it and just enjoying
No,
it, right?
I wasn't disappointed at all. And I think a lot of people would be shocked to hear that. But this was my mindset. I went into it like, first of all, I always think people are watching me in general, like before the show even aired anyway. Like, I'm probably just a little cuckoo crazy, but I always think there's eyes on me. So going into a television show, there were even times when I first got there before we had started filming, I was like, are there cameras in the hallway? Are there cameras like in our, I know there's not cameras in the room, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always prepared. So I always knew that cameras were on me 24/7. So I was like, whatever I say is going to be recorded. and whatever they use, they can use because it came out of my mouth. And you know, do I wish I would have chosen maybe a better vocabulary? Absolutely. But yeah, I don't regret anything I said. And you know, if I had to go back and do it all again, I would. I totally would. And I'd probably go about it the same exact way. I really would.
I love that. And now then I guess we need you back. I need you
Right.
back.
Well, you said it, honey. You said it.
We're waiting well. We know you're listening.
Yeah.
Well,
well.
you never know. You never know.
Yes.
Also, like, did you notice the shift? Because I know you talked about like how the fandom changed, but did you notice the shift how you were received the first half of the season and then the second half? Because I think there was a big shift on how you were like perceived.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, I at the very beginning, it was like all the excitement of it all being new. And so I was really paying attention to everything everyone was saying. And as soon as that promo dropped, girl, I was getting hit with things right and left. You know, people were just being absolutely crazy towards me, which just because probably watching Crystal go through season 12 and how people responded to her, I don't think I really thought, I just didn't think about that. You know, like I didn't think of any negative reception. So really after like my first episode, I kind of stopped paying attention as much as I could. And I don't want to say that I didn't pay attention because of me lying, of course, but like, you know, it's impossible. Half my job is on socials, so I'm going to see those negative things. It's just I would rather put my time and focus into the positivity. And I feel like going back to your question, like yes, I did notice it kind of around like I want to say the Rusical is kind of when I noticed the shift. I felt like people were kind of like finally understanding me a little bit, but I really just tried to focus on the positive, you know, and I had I had a bunch of people that did not care for me, but I had so many people that were like diehard Daya fans, still are, and like, you know, people tend to forget, especially drag performers, we only have a job because we have people supporting us. You know, like that's how artists make a living. And you know, I'm not gonna pay attention to the ones that don't appreciate what I do. You know what I'm saying? So not to be too like, you know, cliche or whatever, but I truly could not have done it without the people that truly supported me from day one. You know, like there are certain people that I'll see online and I'll always acknowledge or try to respond back to, just because like, you know, that means a lot, not only to them, but it meant a lot to me at one point as well. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. I talk a lot, so call me Jasmine.
That's perfect.
I really like that. Because no, you are truly incredible. Because at DragCon, that was so crazy to me because I was not expecting that. The way you were like, oh, you know, I love you, and it's like I was just.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm not like a huge TikToker by any means. My partner loves TikTok. Loves TikTok.
Yeah.
But I did download one, you know, when the show was airing, and I had it, and I'm still not very great at like making videos on TikTok, but I don't know if you just came up for like anyone that had just logged in, but you were everywhere, and this was before I was really like had a For You page or any like. You were everywhere, and so you were like instantly recognizable as soon as I saw you. I was like, "What? No way!" Like,
no, because it was so
insane.
Crazy. Because I had just met Jasmine, and I was so hungry. I was like, I can't do anything until I eat. So I had just had a hot dog with my shirt was full of like the Cheetos thing that they had, the macaroni, whatever.
Oh, the like walking taco bags.
Yeah, and and I was so gooped because I just was gonna say, "Hi, Daya, you look good," and then not bother you, and I was just gonna go to your booth later. But then you were like,
"Heck yeah."
You made my day.
That
was
can I tell you this? I'm gonna tell you this. When I went to DragCon, like I think it was 2018, 2019, it was the DragCon right before it all went to shit, you know, and COVID took over. But I'm gonna say this name, you have to bleep it out. was there, and I remember like
Oh.
walking by him. I remember walking by like, and there were like swarms of people and people freaking out. And I've never been like a huge. I think regardless who you are, we're all just
Yeah.
like we're all doing the same thing. You know, no one's better than anyone else.
Yeah.
So whenever he literally walked right past me, and I was like, oh, cool, like. But when I saw you, I had a more of a gut reaction and happiness reaction towards you than I
Oh
did
my
to
god.
literally anybody else that I saw.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah, so
Oh.
fuck Jeffree Star. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I?
Oh.
Nita,
I'm
you
gonna
will
post
always
this
be
clip
famous.
everywhere. Oh my god, thank you.
Amen to that, honey.
I'm gonna post this clip everywhere. I'm not even this is gonna be
Please
my
do. Please do.
Oh my
Yeah, and
God.
I'm so glad that you joined Twitter.
Oh yes. Oh.
It's a beast. It's its own beast, but you are great at it.
Oh,
Mhm.
thank you, thank you. I again
good.
with the Twitter thing because I didn't used to use it that much, and then one day I just was like, "Oh, do I follow Daya or not? Let me see." And then you were following me, and I was like, "Okay, this is crazy."
Well,
I
and I
was
didn't
so shocked.
know, like I had seen, I always check people's follower accounts because people will like use even your face, you know, like everybody's face is used for other accounts for some reason.
Yeah.
And so I always go to the account to make sure it's like that actual person.
Yeah.
Um, so I followed you kind of unknowingly if it was the real you or not, and just kind of hoped, and then it ended up being real. So I
Oh
was
my
very
God.
happy.
Did you see when Jasmine last night or yesterday followed a fan account of Aura thinking it was Aura
Oh yeah.
and then unfollowed with
No.
There's
And
this
then she
account-
unfollowed.
Yeah, because they made their
Oh.
username Aaron Mayari, and that looks pretty similar to Aura Mayari. And their profile
yeah,
picture is
yeah.
Aura, their head banner is Aura. It's all about her. It's just retweets. So that
Oh
was
my, well, and then
hilarious
she
last
unfollowed.
night.
Did they post screenshots of the follow then the
Yeah,
unfollow?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god. Leave it to Jasmine. I live, honey.
Oh, if that works, I'm gonna make my account Raja, but like Roger. Get Raja to
Yes.
follow.
Yes, you should.
Trick
I
people.
know, like sometimes I'll have friends text me and be like, is this you? Like I had this account following me, it has your face, but I was like, no, it's not me, it's not me. But gotta love Twitter, you know.
Yeah,
It's
I love it
it's a
too.
tool and it can be
You
used for good or
you
bad.
can. I want to talk about your final performance, the fighter
Mhm.
performance, right? I
Mhm.
want to know everything, like how did you process, how you came up with it, the looks, I know, and everything. Go.
Totally. Well, okay, so we didn't have a lot of time to prepare. And I remember the first call that I had to talk about the finale. They kind of like mentioned what we were going to do. We were going to do, you know, like a lip sync kind of situation, but a little different than they had done in the past couple seasons. And we're going to get to kind of do it season 8 style, when like, you know, like how Naomi and Bob, how they all had their own song.
Yeah.
And they said, does anything, like literally on that same call, like, does anything pop out to you, or like any special moments that you want to refer to? And right away, I said, I want to do something about an angel falling from the sky and landing in hell. Like, I
Yeah.
want to. And they go, I was like literally just rambling about what we could do with it. And they said, okay, well, we did just get off of a phone call with another queen and they had a very similar idea. And as soon as they said that, I was like, I know it's Bosco. God damn it. Of course it was fucking Bosco. So I had to, you know, they said, we'll call again and we'll work things through. So you know, I sat with it for a second and I wanted to be referential to something that had happened in the show, but
Mhm.
I didn't want that to be like the only thing. I find
Yeah.
things like that, like it's just not a classic or a timeless thing. It won't follow you forever. It's kind of just like
Unless
you
you're
can't ref-
Serena Chacha. That follows you everywhere.
Oh my god. Oh, I just didn't want to reference something that had happened like a month before. That just felt
Yeah.
weird to me, you know. So I stuck with the bug idea, and then really it was conceptualized, thought out, outfit, lyrics, like everything. I would say was about, I don't want to put a percentage to it, but like 90% us other than like the recording and
Yeah.
like the actual like
Mhm.
you know, like what is that called? The acoustics or whatever
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, the
What is that called? Like the
The
production behind
yeah.
it.
Amanda is the music person. So.
Amanda. But you know what I'm saying, like the music. I didn't
Yeah.
like physically obviously write out like
Yeah.
notes and shit for that. But they did ask like any influences, and I did reference Fighter Christina Aguilera. That was
Yeah.
a visual influence that I let them know. And then I wanted it to sound initially, this was kind of like the idea I gave them. I wanted it to sound like Happier Than Ever by Billie
Yeah.
Eilish.
Mhm.
Kind of like that moody, melancholy kind of vibe. And I was really happy with it. I thought it all came together well. The costume worked really well. Josh Wanaponte in
Oh, it was
Chicago made
really
that
good.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all worked out. I will say on my run through for we only had one full dress rehearsal. That was it. And whatever
wow.
happened.
Happens.
And I was still getting used to the wings. And a lot of people
Yeah.
thought that the wings went up by like a button, but I actually had like a little like string loop that I
Yeah.
pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I pulled it down, it shot up. So the one and only time I got to practice it on the stage, my wings didn't come up at all. And
Oh,
it,
shit.
it like freaked me
Yeah.
the fuck out. So going into the performance when we were filming, I was like, they might go up, they might not. And luckily they did. Luckily I was able to find the string and it didn't get all caught and twisted. But going back to what I was saying earlier, I wouldn't change a thing. Like it all worked the way it was supposed to, and it turned out great. So yeah.
Were you surprised that you weren't top 2 with that performance? Because I thought you were gonna be top 2.
Honestly, no. I really didn't. At that point, I was kind of like, I did the best that I could have done in that amount of time that we had to practice and run through everything. I was very happy that my wings even worked, really. So
Yeah.
no, I thought Lady Camden totally deserved it. She had been, you know, smashing it
Oh,
all
I
season.
love how I didn't mention who shouldn't have been there, and you said Lady Camden.
Well, it was kind of like, you know, Willow Pill was kind of a shoe-in for a lot of people.
Okay, that's a good
mentally.
save.
Oh my
Oh my God,
gosh,
could you
Niru?
imagine if it was me and Lady and not Willow and Lady?
Oh.
No, but oh, you got me there. You got me good.
Shady.
But no, I think it was all good. It all worked out, and that just means I can go back for All Stars. So I'm not worried.
Right.
Yeah.
Global All Stars or versus the world?
I think it would just have to depend on when, really. Mama Roo has always said, and I think she even told this one day to us all on set, never say no to TV, because TV is literally always, it's in everyone's home, you know, like it's pretty easy to have access. So, you know, at the right moment in time where I felt like I wanted to go back, I will. You know?
Oh,
So.
that's great.
Yeah.
Love that. We'll be waiting to comment on it on the podcast.
Right.
Okay.
What you do.
with a different account but still using your same profile picture.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yes. Okay, good. Good.
Perfect.
I would expect nothing less.
All right, let's segue into the questions from your fans on Twitter. So,
we should ask Darby's question first.
Okay.
Miss Darby Lynn.
Darby Lynn wants to know, how many teeth do you have?
Oh my God, what kind of question? Hi, Darby. I have whatever the normal amount for a homosexual male from Missouri would have. So, you know, I think as long as I'm over like 5 teeth, it looks like I have a lot of teeth, but it's just because I'm from Missouri. So, you know, what's really funny is people talk about my teeth a lot. They say I have a big mouth, one, which duh. But people always comment on my teeth, which I'm very thankful because I spent years in braces. I had braces forever. Wait, is that a question that's like, it's like one of those like, do you eat coffee beans? You know, those questions? Like people ask me like really dumb questions on Twitter and I'm like, wait, what does this even mean?
No,
Is it
I
like
think
one
it's
of
the
those?
teeth. She's referencing went on Twitter because Darby from IMHO YouTube.
Oh my God, she's talking about my
went-
molars. Okay, Darby Cartwright. Oh my God. Okay, can I tell you something? My brain, I had a friend in college, her name was Darby, and she'll occasionally comment on stuff. So in my brain, I was thinking that Darby, not Darby from IMHO. First of all, she's gonna hate me that I did not catch on to that. I love that every time I've had a conversation with Darby, it's always been about something with bodies. Like the first time I had ever met Darby at a party, it was actually at Willow's house. And we talked about bidets, tushy bidets, literally for like an hour. Nonstop. Just how good they are. And I was talking about
They're
how I
really
got
good.
mine. Oh my God, they're amazing.
We need a
Especially
sponsorship
at
from
an
Tushy.
angle. It goes in your butt. I love it.
It does, and you know, I'm not a bottom, but there are times where I eat too much cheese, and I do appreciate that, you know.
It's
So
really...
yeah, I love Darby. Sorry, Darby, I'm just an idiot.
I'm gonna tag her in this and
Please do. She's like, God, this idiot.
Bill
So,
poison. I'm gonna be poison. I'm not even gonna lie.
We
Spice
love a
it up,
toxic
edit it
friend.
in a way.
we all have one. That's okay.
Yeah, and mine's Niru.
It is true.
All
I will
right.
get you
Mine
canceled
too,
one
so.
day.
Oh, love that for me. Hey, next, I have a question from Jack Fed. And Jack asks, how did it feel in the moment being compared to Crystal Method, especially as someone who never really saw the comparison? They want to know.
I agree.
Jack, first of all, thank you for saying I didn't look like Crystal. I appreciate that. I kind of figured it would happen just because, you know, we come from a similar area. We started drag around the same time. She taught me a lot about what I know in drag. And not only that, she's a really good friend. Like, we've been friends ever since I started college. So like, you know, when you spend time with people, you kind of just not mold into each other, but you pick up on their habits, you know.
Yeah.
I just forgot to pick up on the niceness part of Crystal. But no, I appreciate that question, and I figured that it would probably happen, but I didn't really care all that much. And I knew Crystal wouldn't care because the more her name was said on TV, the better. So but I definitely understand where the comparisons, obviously, especially at my time on the show, where they were drawn from. So I also think the way it was portrayed on TV felt a little bit heavier than it did there in terms of the comparisons. I got it. Don't get me wrong. I got it from Rue like pretty much every time I did a walkthrough or anything with her. But I didn't really get it on the main stage at all. No one really called me Crystal other than like Carrie did a few times and maybe Jasmine. Jasmine, of course, did. But yeah, I think it just looked like it happened a lot more than it actually did. Yeah. I mean, it did. Don't get me wrong. It happened, but like people really took that and ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, especially people watching the show, they just need to hear one thing and they'll run with it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It is. And people can't, people will see the general opinion or just kind of hear conversation wise and will make their own judgments just based off of that because, you know, it trends on Twitter every week or whatever. So half the time, I didn't take it personally anyway because I just know that's how the internet works.
Reddit.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, first of all, don't ever you should not be on Reddit. Get off of Reddit. What are you
I'm
doing?
not on, but sometimes like people send me things and they're like, oh, they're talking about you. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And you're like, me again?
Kind of famous.
Well,
One more question about Crystal, and we'll get back to it being all about you. I pinky promised.
Oh, it's
But we
fine.
have
Sure.
one more question. If you and Jelly Welly asks, if you and Crystal were on All Stars together, would you make an alliance, or would you find it easier to pull her lipstick?
Ooh, Jelly. What was their name? Jelly Belly?
Jelly Welly.
Jelly Belly.
Or Jelly Kelly. Oh my God, I'm reading it wrong.
That's Hey, Jelly Kelly. I like that name. I would say that if that were ever to happen or be the case, you would just have to watch to figure out what I would do, because I feel like I would think something right now, or I would have an idea of how I'd want it to happen or what I'd want to do. But I know when I'm there, it would probably be a different situation, because you kind of just have to fly by the seat of your pants and
Yeah.
make decisions off how you're feeling in the moment. So I don't know. And I don't know if I can answer that truthfully, because I don't think it would play out the way I think it would, if that makes sense. Yeah.
that definitely.
And plus with Drag Race, you never know what tricks or things they're gonna pull out. So kind of just have to go in there with a blank slate, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's no doubt in my mind I'd beat her ass. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Next question is, what did the bug taste like? The dragonfly.
Oh my God. This question is the one I probably get asked the most.
Oh, really?
It just tastes like grass. Do you remember those little purple flowers that you could, I think they're called honeysuckles?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you like plop the things off and then you like
Yeah.
suck the little.
Yeah.
It kind of just tasted like that. And what's funny is Maddie Morphosis was actually the one kind of like freaking out. I don't want to say like freaking out. It's not like she was like jumping around screaming or anything, but like she's like, "Oh my God, Daya." And I'm like, "You are from Arkansas. Isn't this what you have for breakfast, honey? Like, why are you freaking out so much?" Yeah, it was really funny, but that's definitely not the worst thing I put in my mouth. So yeah.
Grass tastes good. I used to eat grass when I was young.
Yes. Oh my gosh. If I had to, I'd eat grass right now. I would.
Yeah. But sometimes, it
Who
just looks
wouldn't?
good.
I've
All
never ate
natural.
grass
And if you
before.
ever
You should
have
try it.
smoked
Try it.
grass.
You smoked grass.
The next question's from Ashlyn, who's asking, what is one of your favorite memories from touring?
Ooh, favorite memories. Well, okay. Speaking of smoking, I love how that just segued right into it.
Perfect.
I was on tour with Georgia and Jada, and those girls, like separately, those girls smoke a lot, and together, baby, there were like nights where there were like 6 or 7 joints being passed around this circle. But we had like the dancers, we had a whole bunch of girls with us. So
Yeah.
I would definitely say just like the downtime after a show was always my favorite, when we weren't on the bus yet, because sometimes we would have time to like go out. And it's funny because I would get, I would partake in a little ganja, and I would get really paranoid. I don't like to be stoned in public. If I am stoned, I'm usually just at home. And so I was telling that to Jada. I was like, Jada, I get kind of nervous, and we were going to go out to this club. I think we were in Florida. I'm pretty sure we were in Florida, but we were like planning this night out because we had a day off the next day. But I was really, really stoned, and I was like, should I just go to my hotel room? And Jada's like, no. And she's like, what are you worried about, girl? I'm like, I just can't formulate a sentence while I'm stoned. And if someone comes up to me in the club and like talks to me while I'm stoned, I'm just afraid I'm gonna like word vomit all over the place, And she goes, girl, that is why you wear glasses in the club, sunglasses in the club. And that is like one thing from tour it will always stay with me. If you're going out and you don't necessarily, if you don't feel your best, look your best, or if you're just out there with your friends and don't really want to, to have a bunch of conversation, wear some big old sunnies in the club, honey. It will change your life. And now I just do it because now I've got real confident about smoking and going out in public. And I just want people to see how red my eyes are.
Oh my God.
But just the downtime. And that sounds kind of, boring or cliche, I guess, but I feel like I got to connect with a lot of girls, like Lady Camden. Like we were close and stuff, like, you know, because top five, we're pretty tight knit group of people, but I feel like I got to know Lady Camden extremely well and Angie really, really well. So it not only, you know, the memories of going out and having a good time, but like I've got to build some personal relationships too with some of the girls. So I'm gonna try to turn this light down a little bit.
Oh no, you're fine.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, perfect.
I just don't want to. What?
Oh,
Too bright.
oh.
Okay. We will pretend that I'm sitting in the sunset. How about
It's
that?
so beautiful.
Oh, I
It's
like
so gorgeous.
that.
Woo!
Our last
Perfect.
question from Twitter is from Gabby. And Gabby wants to know,
Okay.
which queen from season 15 would you want to lip sync for your life against and why?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Who would I want to go against? I think I would want, you know what? You're there to compete. You're there to compete against the best.
Yeah.
It would probably not work out in my favor, but I would love to lip sync against like Anitra. I know I wouldn't win. I mean, you know, never say never. Hashtag Justin Bieber.
You beat Georges.
But after Georges was in the bottom like 6 times. But I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna compete, do it against the people you're gonna have to compete at the end with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people not saying that they're gonna be in the end, but in my brain, like Anitra's going all the way. You know, so or Sasha in my brain is going all the way. So I would want to compete against the ones that know how to turn it out, you know, because it would be a great lip sync one way or another. It would be a great lip sync one way or another, whether I eat shit and look like shit, the other person's gonna look great the whole time. So fabulous. So I guess Sasha or Anitra, but you know, if I was wanting to win the lip sync, probably let me think. There's a lot of good lip syncers this season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're all really, really
stacked.
good. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it at you know, I'll keep it at Anitra or Sasha. We'll cap it off there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lied. There was one more question that we pulled that I think is a good one that I definitely don't want to forget. And if you don't feel comfortable answering it, we can totally skip it. But Skylar wants to know, what challenges do you face touring with diabetes that some other performers may not be aware that you face?
Oh yes. No. I love this. I love this question. Skylar asked that. Skylar, thank you.
I was gonna steal that question and pass it off as my own, but I forgot. So let's give it to Skylar, I guess.
Copycat. Yeah, plagiarism. I think for me, so I was diagnosed at 15. And that's 11, almost 12 years at this point. So I, at this point in my life, have a fairly decent grasp on how to manage my diabetes. However, it does come with some struggles because I don't keep regular, like my internal clock is never the same. So I don't really have a set schedule, and that's hard to do when you're managing something with medication. Your body kind of has to regulate to a certain schedule. But that's impossible when you're shifting time zones and, you know, sleeping weird hours and not eating like you should, and then eating too much and like whatever. So I would really have to say time management is probably a diabetic's worst friend when it comes to being a performer and traveling, but it's totally doable. Like it's so doable. I have a Freestyle Libre, which is a glucose monitor that you don't have to prick your fingers. It's just a scan. Yeah, you scan it with your phone. And that has made literally all the difference for me because I don't have to, you know, I don't have to take that extra 5 minutes to sit down and wipe my fingers off with alcohol and then prick them and wait for the results. So, you know, you'd expect it to be harder physically, but it's truly manageable as long as you know, take good care of yourself. Yeah. Also, I will say another thing that's kind of irritating about drag with diabetes is having to hide all your devices. Not every diabetic, not every diabetic is has like a what is it called? An insulin pump or
Mhm.
a CGM, but I do, and they're little little devices that are strapped to you at all
Oh,
times.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
you have to conceal that really well.
Mhm.
And sometimes I do, sometimes it flops around, and that's okay too. Sometimes it comes undone, but it's part of it. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so good to
But
hear.
I will say, I just spoke at a conference for diabetic leaders, like scientists
Oh,
doing research for
yeah.
diabetes. And it's actually for Abbott, which is the glucose monitor system I was just talking about. And
Wow.
it was really, really interesting being around a group of business professionals as a drag
Mhm.
queen, but we're all there for a like-minded reason, and that diabetes was
Yeah.
being one of them.
Yeah.
And it was nice to hear that, my struggles as someone that travels a lot and never has a consistent schedule, there's a lot of similarities and struggles that I have as somebody that works a 9 to 5 job and then goes
Yeah.
home. Like, we're all in this together, truly. And I think the stigma around diabetes is really where people get confused. So,
Mm, totally. Totally.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, sorry,
So,
I talked a lot about that. I could
oh
literally talk about
no,
Oh,
diabetes
no,
forever.
it's fine.
that is no, that's so important to talk about. So I'm really glad we got the chance to talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
But those are all the Twitter questions. We're gonna segue into the episode, but I have a prop, so I'm
Do
gonna.
it.
It's not as cool as the hand, but I bought it, and I'm like, I
Okay.
don't remember to put it on. I'm gonna hate myself later, so I'll be back.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
what are they gonna be?
Okay. Yeah, I know what
Can
it
I
is.
guess? Okay,
Yeah,
well, it's
guess it.
gonna be something related to Daytona Wind, I'm assuming. Maybe?
Okay, I'm
Is that
back.
am I
Sorry,
warm
Maybe.
it's
or
really
cold?
lame, but
I think it can go with Daytona Wind, but it's for
Okay.
something else. You will explain, Aura, after you
Okay.
wear it.
so I bought
Okay.
this.
I'm
Oh,
waiting
it's
now.
making me a
I'm
semblance. What the
anxious.
hell? Okay, well, anyway, I bought this because it was the episode that Aura got eliminated on.
Hell
And so
yeah.
I was like, it's my funeral, so I bought that, and I didn't know it was a funeral themed challenge. So
It fits.
it's my.
Wear it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You must wear that the rest of this podcast. You
I
cannot take it
will. I
off.
won't take it off. I'll even. You know what? I'll go out
Okay.
like this tonight.
That is sickening. Yeah, I would say you could totally wear that. You look great.
Oh my god. But I got so lucky. I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness I like bought this now. Like this is perfect for the episode.
Do you remember where you bought it from?
Amazon. About this episode, so it was an acting challenge. How do you feel about acting challenges? Do you like them generally?
Yeah, I think acting challenges are like so fun, and it's such a great way to kind of showcase your versatility.
Mm,
Truly, I mean, if you're not a funny girl but you have funny lines written in a script, you can be funny. Then you just have to do it right.
that's true. But
Yeah.
okay, let me rephrase it. As a viewer, do you like
Uh-huh.
acting challenges?
As a viewer, do I like acting challenges? No.
Mhm,
But I do
mhm.
think they are a vital challenge to the Drag Race franchise, because it does show
Mhm.
different assets and different skill levels. I do think sometimes they're a little corny, or they're a little dumb, but it's drag. It's not meant to be too serious. So
True.
I don't necessarily, if I had to pick us a challenge, if every week we could pick a challenge, an
Yeah.
acting challenge probably would not be number one for me. But I think as a queen, it should be some sort of skill set under your tool belt with
Yeah.
acting.
As someone who's a filmmaker, like I wish that they would stop referencing past seasons in acting challenge and just do a straightforward, funny
Totally.
short.
Totally.
So that way, like, it's more serious. Like, for example, All-Star 7, horrible acting challenge, by the way. That script was terrible. But the
Oh, the
director that
Mean
was
Girl, was
directing
that the
it,
Mean Girls one?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the director that was like directing it, Janiska, she really took it seriously, and the girls really came up with like really good performances.
Yeah.
And I just wish that they would, just like choreographer, they have, Jamal Sims and Todd Recall, they should just have a on-set director for acting challenges that can come in and actually direct the girls and get out like really good, funny performances. Just
Yeah,
instead of
well, I think that honestly, I had a great time with Rue directing. It was really fun. Like Rue made us laugh the whole
oh
time. I
damn,
know in past, yeah, like
not
I
me
knew like past what.
indirectly dragging
Yeah,
Rue. I loved Rue. Rue can be there too. I mean, I think there just need to be someone else too. I think just Rue.
sure. Yeah. I totally get that. And also, I to kind of bounce off what you were saying, it could be a good idea. Like, since they've had some comedic acting challenges these past couple seasons, yeah, maybe throw in a serious one. Maybe throw in one that's more, moody or isn't funny.
Yeah.
Make it a drama. Like, give us some, some versatility with those acting challenges. But I do agree with you saying you shouldn't really reference things from other seasons, like
Yeah.
other acting challenges from other seasons. I think that's kind of weird. And like there was references to ours, obviously, being Daytona Wind. Like Fancy was Bosco's character, who was
Yeah.
loosely based on Reba. And although Mistress slayed it, like I was obsessed with Mistress' performance. I was like, why is there no correlation between Fancy as we knew her last year and then Fancy in this version of Daytona
Yeah.
Wind? Like maybe even
Right.
just like the wig color could be the same, or like the same color blazer. I don't know. I feel like there was like a little bit of a disconnect there, which made
Yeah.
it a little weird to watch.
I agree.
Right. It's
It
interesting
was.
that they took Daytona Wind and they tried to like give a sequel, but it was not consistent at all. It's like, I wonder if the girls were told to bring like wigs and outfits themselves and not know, or if they got provided like some of the costuming.
Well, I actually don't know how they did it, but I know with ours they did have costuming on the side if you needed to grab any pieces, or if you got a character because with ours we weren't told what kind of challenge it was going to be, so we just kind of brought whatever we had. And
Yeah.
you know a lot of the girls just bring all their shit and hope that something works out, but there is definitely help there if you need help, for sure.
Totally.
So did you like that it was a sequel to Daytona Wind?
I think I liked it in theory.
Okay.
And like I said earlier, the thing that was weird for me is there were references to characters from the Daytona Wind from last year, but there was no, it's kind of like you go see say you want to go see a Lady Gaga impersonator, okay? And then the person that comes out on stage as Lady Gaga is 6'9" and has long black hair all the way to the ground.
Yeah.
And looks like Megan Fox. I'd be like, what the fuck? That is not, I don't know. I think it's very weird to have characters that are supposed to carry on from last year that just didn't really pull from any inspiration from last year's. But that's okay. I mean, they did their own thing with it, and that's probably the direction they were given.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So who did the best to you and who did the worst?
Okay, so best for me, I did think is Mistress Isabel Brooks had a great performance, but I also think it was partly fabulous because of the interaction with Malaysia. I think
Definitely
because of all this like weird back and forth with them, I think that's what made them acting opposite of each other so funny and so good. But truthfully, Mistress killed it for me. Anitra killed it for me. I thought she had a small part, but it was very memorable. Marcia did great acting wise. I really don't think. I guess the people that fell into the bottom, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, even with their stuff, I think there were things that were good with their performances. But I definitely think who won was definitely deserved, for sure.
Oh, okay. Because I thought Malaysia was my favorite. So I wanted Malaysia to win.
Okay, we'll talk Runway. We'll talk Runway.
Okay.
Okay, because I think if Runway was weighted differently, if it had a little, I don't know, I think it could have went to Malaysia for sure.
Definitely.
Yes.
And the worst, horrible, disturbing was Aura. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to make Amanda mad. I wanted to make Amanda mad.
I say it.
Amanda is just cringing this whole episode.
No, I'm just like, oh, poor Aura. Someone told me like, I feel like you would slash someone's tires for Aura, and I was like, theoretically, yes, I would, but not really.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I think that's a good quality to have. You'll fight for those that you love.
Yeah.
True.
Nothing wrong with
that.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at the runways. So we're gonna aid or regurgitate them. Oh, so the category is Puffa Please. First,
what a weird category.
Yeah, no, definitely
I think
weird.
it's Eureka's impact.
No, for real.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, the sleeping bag
Utica.
for sure.
Yes, life changing.
And honestly, next to Utica's sleeping bag, it would have fully ate these girls up. I'm just saying.
Oh,
true.
Wipe the floor, mama. Like,
yeah, no competition there whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. So first up, we have Anitra in her flamingo-inspired puffer look. What do you think, Daya?
Okay, word. So I love Anitra, first of all. Wait, what were you saying?
I didn't know it was a flamingo inspired.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering when you said that. Did she say that in her?
She said that in the confessional,
like,
and for some reason it stuck with me. I don't know.
Okay, work. Well, I can see it. You know, she's got the tall shoes on. For me, I think that the elements there are great. I think the colors that she chose are nice. They work together really, really well. And I think her makeup and hair look beautiful. I love a stripper. I love a pleaser. I do think that maybe I wish there were just maybe a few more elements to it. Maybe something around her legs, or if she didn't want anything, if she wanted to show her long legs off like a flamingo, maybe have the coat go all the way, you know, maybe have a train on the coat. Because when I see it, I see like sexy outerwear, you know, which you know that could fit puffer, but I feel like I don't see puffer when I look at it right away.
Right.
So it's an 8, but like I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a couple bites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wish there was more puffer, especially in a like it's. But I still like it. I think she nibbled.
Yeah. Also, I do want to give Anitra props because I feel like the show doesn't really touch on it as much as they should, but Anitra makes like literally everything she wears, which is incredible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she like makes pretty. I'm not sure 100% about this look, but I know for a fact she's made like at least I think pretty much all the looks that we've seen so far on the runway.
That's incredible. I did not know that.
Okay.
Yeah, she throws a lot.
Really great.
Yeah, she has a great skill set. So kudos to her, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
What about you, Amanda?
I don't have too much to add that hasn't already been said. I think it's a nibble. I like the colors and I love the feathers on it, honestly, but like you said, Daya, I don't really see much puffer, and like I can tell, you know, looking at this picture now that like the coat is definitely puffer, but I don't know, it's like kind of hard to see. Like if you didn't know the category, you wouldn't be able to really tell that's a puffer. It just looks like a big jacket. So
it kind of reminded me of Crystal's Michelle Visage runway.
Yes.
You remember? Because I
Crystal is one of my
just got that coat. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'll make sure I tell her.
Oh my gosh, she might remember me. We've worked together, I think, 4 times.
Well, of course she'll remember you. I'm literally going to see her right after this. So
is she here too?
To her. She is,
Oh my
yeah. She's
God.
I think she leaves tomorrow, but I told her I wanted to see her before she left.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, look at us
Oh, we're
in
home.
New York.
um,
New York.
it's giving Sex and the City. Miss Samantha.
Very
my
that, very
gosh.
that.
Yes. Next, we have Miss Sasha Colby. What do you think, Daya?
Yes. Okay. First of
They-
all, I don't know what it is about yellow and black as a color palette for clothing, but I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I don't know what
Oh, good.
deep inside of me, why, I just love it. I think the fact that she had like a puffer vest and then a puffer coat and then that
Yes.
sexy little like strappy thing underneath, it was all really, really freaking
Yeah.
awesome. I obviously am gonna eat this look up.
Yeah.
And the mug looks great. I think I like the hair.
Mhm.
I can tell that it's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I can kind of tell
Right.
that like she's not doing too much with her neck because she's trying to balance it and it might even be hurting her. But baby, you've got to, break a neck for fashion. I love it. She looks great.
I love that because the category was puffer and she gave puffer, like everything, shoes and
yeah.
everything. This low-key reminds me of the promo. The category, like it can fit in, but
I could see
if
that.
it was pink, it would definitely fit in.
And if she was on top of a car.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes.
But I really like this. I don't think
Yeah.
Sasha has had a fail so far. Like everything she does is just incredible.
Yes.
Really like
No,
her.
yeah. I mean, it's been said a million times, so I'm just kind of repeating, but Sasha is, if I would have been there and saw Sasha walk in, I fully would have had a panic attack just because I think she's one of those people that even queens that are just now starting to kind of come up learn from, and she will always be that type of person, not just a fabulous performer, but like a teacher as well.
I agree.
I can't say enough good things about her. I think she's incredible.
She really is.
I love it. Yeah, this was an 8 for me. Head to toe, just perfection, chef's kiss. Wow.
Okay, what would you change, Amanda? What would you change if you had to change anything?
Change? Oh.
Say you were gonna wear it and you
Okay.
wanted something changed. What would it be?
This is hard because it's really good.
I know.
I don't know. I don't think it was a cool element to add that it was convertible, but I don't think it was necessary. Like when it came to her sides. Really great look. And like it elevated it, but I didn't think it was necessary, but I'm glad it's there.
Oh, totally. I get what you're saying. For
Yeah.
sure.
Totally.
Now, if you ask me that, I would say the size.
Oh, okay. Would you want it to be bigger?
For me, because if I were to wear it.
Oh.
That was
I'm so stupid. I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Girl.
Yes.
Next up.
No, yeah, she ate the runway this week for
yes,
sure.
Totally.
Next up we have Aura Mayari, and I would like to begin by saying that I love the top half. I adore it. The kimono, it's incredible. I wish she had just gone kimono. Like it should have just been a puffy, dress on the, because the pants, I don't like it. Sorry, Amanda.
Okay.
It's the pants.
I'll let you speak
part.
and then I'll speak later.
But I love the top half. I love the sleeves. Like I love everything about it from above. Like not the pants, but I really love this look. I just have to say it.
Totally.
Oh, it's
well, that's why we're here. So I love the material that the top half is made out of. I like that there's like a shift, because when I first saw it, I feel like this is such a strong material choice because it does read as really dark or almost like a black color. And I feel like if you wear black on the runway of RuPaul's Drag Race, it does sometimes get kind of lost. Not all the details are seen. But I do think having that shift with like the red maroony and the way it reflected from the pink lights, I thought
Yeah.
that was such a nice touch. And I really love the fabric choice. I wish that fabric carried on through the bottom half somehow, some way. Like you said, maybe pants, or it's just one long kimono puffer. For me, if I would change anything, I would probably change the wig. And I only say this because that wig makes the top half so heavy. And then because the bottom is pretty much just like a pant with a boot built in, it just makes her look like she's gonna like weeble wobble over, kind of like Sasha with her big head piece hair wig. But I know the person that did this wig, and they have amazing wigs, and it does look amazing on her. But I think for this outfit, I would have maybe just swapped it with a different wig.
Get that.
Yeah.
But it totally fits the puffer category. And when I saw it, I saw a puffer. And when she opened up her arms and revealed that it was like a kimono with these puffer sleeves, I loved it literally like 10 times more than I loved it before that. So I definitely wish that Runways had more of a weight, because I think that would have helped her out.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I ate this up. This was a devour for me. I have been there for the whole journey, and this was made by Utica. So the perfect person for this category. Yeah.
I love this
Literally.
look. Oh my god.
Created this look
The
in
bottom half is
Chicago.
incredible.
Yeah, shut up, Niru. Just kidding. So it was really cool to see it from, fabric choices and to like concept. I think from what I think it was smart. I know y'all weren't like the biggest fans of the pants. I think it was smart because imagine having to lip sync in a kimono. You can't move your legs.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would have
And
been
again,
true.
the top half didn't have anything to lip sync under, but yeah, I love this look. There was supposed to be a different wig. She tweeted about it, so I or put it on her Instagram story. I think it was her Instagram story, so it's safe to talk about. But that wig didn't come in time.
What'd you say?
As you know,
it didn't come.
Yes, as you know, when you have such a limited time constraint, people aren't always going to get back to you. So she had this as a backup, and it was
it UPS? Was it?
I don't know
UPS?
if it was the person or
it?
UPS. But maybe
I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to
know.
message Aura and find out.
Yeah,
UPS
get the
fucked
tea.
shit up for me multiple times.
Let's blame
gosh.
UPS. Honestly, let's blame
UPS.
them.
Always failing us.
We're gonna start rioting against UPS.
Yeah, privatized mail. But yeah, I love this look, and I love Aura. She's incredible. 8 devoured.
After 8 episodes of press conference of this season, I think we've established that you love Aura. Amanda.
What? That's so crazy. She's a stranger.
Isn't it cool, like knowing someone for a while and seeing? I don't want to say I hate the term glow up. I don't know why. I just think it's such a weird term. But isn't it nice seeing someone's like evolution? And literally, I look at her face and I am like, I don't even know how she can get better with her mug, because her mug is insane. But every time she posts, she somehow looks better than her last. So she is beautiful. She's
so incredible.
So
yeah, no, this look, her mug is flawless in real life too. Like, she does not need a Facetune ever. Like, I don't know how she does it. It's just
yeah.
I look up to her so much. Like, she's incredible. Next we have Malaysia Baby Doll Fox. What do you think?
I loved this. I ate this up 100%. Like I said earlier, I wish that the runways were had a little bit more weight when it comes to the competition, because I want to say this might be like a Richard Quinn inspired outfit. Richard Quinn has one with like green and yellow daisies, and I like that she took that as like an inspiration and did it with lemons, and I love the beehive hairdo. It does say puffer to me, so that's like a check mark, and it's yellow. I love the color yellow, so anything that's yellow I'm automatically drawn towards. If I would change anything about it, I maybe just look at like Well, no, I don't know. This might be one where this is probably one of my top, one of my biggest meals I ate and I devoured the whole thing. Like, I think this week Malaysia
Yes,
slayed the runway for me personally.
I agree.
Just saying.
I agree. I
Yeah,
think this was my favorite runway of the night. I
100%.
just love everything about it. The hair, to the shoes, like the little purse thing that she's holding, like everything is so thought out. I love it.
I love
Yeah.
this too. And
I also
like
think that
this
she
one.
did a really like I think maybe it's just like because she had that yellow lining in the inside of the puffer.
Mhm.
I think that was such a smart choice because if it was that same fabric all the way, even the lining,
Yeah.
you'd probably lose some of the details. So I think
I agree.
she was
Yeah.
very genius when she made that.
So
Yeah, I
smart.
just love how you could see that it really helped you see the silhouette too of the dress. Like,
Yes, absolutely. And the legs. You can see the legs.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Ugh, I love this.
All right.
So 8 for me, not regurgitate, but definitely
Yes.
8.
I think she
Eight.
devoured.
Uh-huh.
This is devoured for me.
Yes,
Mhm.
retweet.
All right, next we have Marsha, Marsha,
So good.
Marsha. What do you think?
Oh, am I going first again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know if we were like
Oh
taking
no,
turns.
I
was like,
think
damn,
Nita
I'm
just
talking
didn't know what
way
to
too
say
much.
yet. Nita was just like,
No, I'm just I love Marsha. I like that something is always like there's always bodily harm associated with her looks. Sometimes she has nosebleed, sometimes her nose is broken, sometimes she's dying of frostbite. I love that.
Yeah,
Good for her.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, it's always something going wrong with her. Next week, she's gonna come with a broken leg.
Or a broken ankle. A
oh,
broken
Oh, yes.
ankle.
so true.
What would you change about the look? Or any constructive criticism? Mama.
I don't like how the bra feels very ill-fitting. I don't know if it's because I don't know why, but it just looks like it's hanging and not
Okay.
really quite touching her
Yeah.
body.
Like the straps could have been maybe shorter
Yeah.
so it didn't like fall off so much.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I kind of just like we were saying with Anitra, I just wish there were more elements to it.
Yeah.
And the
Also, I feel like
undies, they look like diapers.
yeah, I feel like the white was a very interesting choice for a puffer runway. I think that I feel like especially with the way the lights shine on the main stage, it kind of just didn't read as puffer.
Mm.
Now I wish that those boots that she has on, I wish Lucy LaDuca was wearing those boots. Not to jump ahead to anybody else, but those would have went
Oh.
really well with Lucy LaDuca's look. But
Yeah.
I'm so tired of hearing people talk about Marsha's makeup. I really
Mhm.
am. Because you know what? She has a nice structured face. She has great features. She doesn't have to wear a lot of fucking makeup. So,
Honestly,
you know, who gives a shit? She looks beautiful. She can perform really well. She serves the look. She tells the story. That's why I think I'm drawn to her is because even if her look might not be executed fully, she always has a story and she knows how to
Yes.
like, you know, she can tell a story with it. And that's
agree.
important.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope that sorry, Amanda, but I just hope that her next runway she's happy and thriving, healthy, I just hope that nothing's going wrong with her.
I know. I hope she gets the ointment that she needs.
Yeah.
Take care of those ice burns or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Frostbite.
Yeah. I mean, I like this look. I think her mug is perfect. Like, I don't think she needs to add more. I think it's great. And I love the wig.
Yeah.
However, I do think the white puffer didn't execute as well as she probably intended to, like, especially with the bikini part. And my eyes get drawn to her like boot covers that go up to her thighs because one side isn't pulled down as much as the other. And maybe it was completely fixed like when she walked on the runway, and it's just when she got to the end it kind of got smushed up a little bit, but I don't know, obviously. I don't think there's anything wrong with drag that is more minimal and not like extremely elevated. It's all people's like taste in a like what they want to see in drag. But for me, I think like for my personal taste, it's not enough, and I think it could be elevated more, like, or it could be I don't know. It seems like kind of simple for me, but obviously Marsha's drag is, as we've seen the past few weeks, I think it's intended to be more simple. So like I think for her aesthetic, like it was good, but for me, I didn't really like it that much. It was regurgitate for me. I don't know. But I like Marsha.
I'm gonna still eat it just because I feel like I never wear white. That's also because I always like drop stuff on myself, or I pants a lot. I just constantly my pants. People would see it. No, but I'm gonna still eat it because I like that she told a story and she did what she could in the time that she had. So I think it looked great. She looked great.
Totally. Next we have Lucy Litica.
Lucy, yes. Okay, this I want Marsha's boots. I want Marsha's boots on this look, and I think it would have been perfect. Maybe not perfect. I would have maybe done a different hair question mark, or maybe no hair at all, and maybe had like a suit that went around. I'm picturing like kind of like, okay, well, I hate to say it, but like Crystal when they did the not what is it,
the fall winter
premiere
runway
for Crystal.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, during Crystal season they did the premiere party and she was like a giant blob.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys remember that look, but that is what it reminds me of. But I wish she had what I was trying to say with that comment, not just to say the word, but I think that if maybe she had like a hood that had like some ears or some like, I don't know. I think maybe this is a look where a wig isn't necessary, and maybe she could have done a really big hat. I don't know. But again, some of the elements are just missing for me.
Yeah, I think she's going for camp and referential, but I don't think she's going all the way. Like you said, like really like the whole like it would have been better if like she just went bigger. What is she referencing though? That I don't know. I'm not American, so is it like a cream monster or what is it?
Okay, have you seen Ghostbusters?
Yeah, I have.
It's the big like marshmallow
the
man
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Although I will say when I first saw it, because she was first to walk the runway, I'm pretty sure. I thought she was referencing Sailor Moon for a second. And I was like, that's kind of a weird.
It does look like Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, but then it all kind of started to make sense.
Yeah. I'm glad they gave her enough time to explain on the runway, because last week's runway was so fast. Could you imagine?
I know. Oh my god, I would have been pissed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
More runway time, which we're getting. We're gonna get that. So that's good.
Yes. I'm really hoping for that.
When we reach top 5, that's when we're getting the 90 minutes episode.
Yeah, like the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, when
we're like, okay.
When there's too much time.
We'll take it though.
Yeah. Totally.
Honestly.
I think this could have been an opportunity to really go full like crazy camp with this look. But I liked it nonetheless. Yeah, it was a nibble for me. It was good.
Yeah, same nibble.
Yeah. I'm very shocked. I feel like there was a lot of well, I guess not. Well, there were a lot of lighter materials used, which is very interesting because I feel like, well, I guess Anitra's was pretty bright and punctual looking, or not punctual, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Sasha's was pretty bright. I guess it was just really like Malaysia, Marsha, and
Mistress.
Lucy. Oh, and Mistress, yeah. A lot of girls chose white for this runway, which is, I guess you think of coats and you think of winter, so maybe they thought of snow. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Probably. Interesting choice, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next, we have Spice. What do you think, Daya?
I love the detail of the quilting on the dress and on the boots. Again, I think I just want more exaggeration, I guess. I think maybe just like a bigger hat, bigger arm cuffs, maybe put some cuffs on the top of the boots, or like at the bottom of the skirt. I also don't really get, I guess I get winter, I don't get puffer.
Yeah,
Really.
Same.
totally.
Same.
Yeah, I don't necessarily get puffer, but it's a cute, like if you're going skiing or need a cute little winter look, like that's sickening. But does it match the requirements? That's the question.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does either, and this might actually be my first regurgitate.
Ooh.
I know she looks beautiful. Don't get me fucking wrong. She
Yeah.
looks fucking gorgeous. She looks gorgeous. She is pulling it off, but I think it doesn't match the theme very well. Maybe it's just in person. It's more puffy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it even in person is puffy.
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah,
I'm not trying to
we're
be
on
like
the same.
mean or anything, but
Totally, we're on the same wavelength with this. Like, I like it. It's a cute look. I just don't know if it marks what the teacher was looking for.
Yeah.
Agree.
Totally.
Yeah.
What do we think of the moment?
Oh, I fucking loved. I loved it. I fucking loved it.
that-
I'm like, this bitch is genius. Why didn't I think of that? That is so intelligent.
That was so funny.
That was so funny and so fucking smart. And people they're not giving the twins credit for being like, a lot of people online anyway are not giving the twins credit for being like intellectual, maybe, or maybe I don't know, but they're smart people, and that proved my point when she said thank you, Rue, and hopped away. I'm like, this bitch is smart and she knows what she's doing. She knows how to market. Yes, it was so fucking good. It was gold. So good.
Yes. I am
now if only her runway was that good.
Yes. I'm a huge fan of Sugar and Spice. I've been following them since since they like their first few viral videos. So I love them. However, this runway didn't fit the category theme to me very well. But I
will say it's not a two-piece. It's not a two-piece.
That's true. So that is different. So props are there.
About
but she looks great. Yeah.
When y'all saw Bosco coming out with the brown panty, like, did y'all talk about it behind the scenes?
Actually, no. We just knew that Bosco was a broad panty type of girl, and we loved her from the beginning for that. And it just so happened to kind of line up that way.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I think all of them kind of were like back to back with the broad panties.
It was.
So it just didn't work out in her favor, but we actually really didn't talk about it that much, surprisingly.
That's so funny. All right, next we have Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, I love that it's like a chap. I love that it's a chap and it goes all the way to the floor, and I love the color combo. I think I love that I think the marketing that she does with her outfits by always incorporating her name is genius. I think it's very smart. I know she did that for like press week. I don't know if I would have chosen maybe a different color for it. I feel like I just automatically look at the waistband that has her name all over it. Is that weird? Yeah. I don't, because maybe it's just because there's no other like black fabric or accoutrements or anything on the rest of her outfit, so my mind goes to it. But looks great. Wish the hat was bigger.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I kind of forget the hat's there.
Yeah. But she definitely ate. She ate for me this week for sure. She's ate for me every week, actually. I am a Mistress Isabel Brooks fucking stan. Like, that girl is saying everything that I'm thinking. I think she's hilarious, makes great television.
Yeah.
And
great television.
she knows how to dress for her body, and she looks fucking amazing always. So I think she's just the full package, honestly.
Mhm.
Her runways have been really good. I do agree with that.
Next, we have Lux Noir London. What did you think of this pink and black look?
Yes, I love it. 8 for me. I think I love a graphic shape, and I love that collar. It's very
Yeah.
villainous. Yeah, I love a crazy big collar. I think it's so hot. Her makeup is fucking insane. I love her face. I love her face.
Mhm.
It's so pretty. I do think the only thing that I would alter if I were wearing it would be maybe a different wig color. I think maybe I think it might just blend in a little bit too much to the collar, and you kind of, not that you have to have hair, I guess, but you just kind of lose that there's a wig on, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Maybe I would do like a complete contrast. Like imagine that same wig, but in like a cunty little like gingery orange, or
Mhm.
I can definitely see that.
like a blonde with some pink streaks in it. I don't know. I feel like there was a different
Ooh,
route.
Ooh, if it was
blonde with the
pink,
pink
it would
streaks.
stick out
That's
so
it.
nicely. Oh, I would love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, or even pink. Ooh, yeah, or even no hat and just a pink wig.
Mm.
That could be cute too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice
Oh
the hat.
yes.
Oh my god.
What is the I need to ask her, what is the inspiration specifically? I know she said like Judy Jetson Hooker.
Yeah, that's what she was
Okay.
going for.
I mean, I get that. I get that. And I mean, I think the shapes are all cool. I love
Yeah.
it. I think she's great.
I also like the accessory with like the purse, but is that her
Mhm.
purse? What is it?
Yeah,
It's
the
a
like
balloon
Kuntz
animal.
little balloon. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
she carried it as an accessory.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cute. I like
I
it.
like that.
I'm a big fan of Lux. Like, well, we're
Me too.
we're big Lana stands as well, so it goes
Yeah.
hand in hand that we would love
Yes.
Lux.
Yes.
Oh, I'm hoping I can see Lana before I go home this week. But
Yeah.
I love this. I think Lux pulls it every runway. She
Every
brings it every time. I'm always in awe by what she brings, and also how she walks on the runway and presents it. Like, I love it. It was an 8.
so pretty.
Fully. 100%. And she knows who she fucking is too. I think that's why I don't know. That's what really gets me. It's like if you know who you are, then like I'm just gonna love you 10 times more.
Yes, totally.
You know. And I like that she's like, I'm a fucking superstar and you don't have to believe it, but I fucking believe it. I'm like, yes, bitch.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes, you have to think that way. People might think you're fucking crazy, but you have to just put it into the universe that way. That's how it works. I
Totally.
swear.
You have to you
Really
have
swear
to
by
like
it.
believe it before. Never mind. I was gonna say a quote and I forgot what it
Yeah.
was. So just that never happened. I love it. Next we have Jax.
Oh, Jax.
Jax. Someone else want to go first? I feel like I'm always like going first, and I don't want to be
It's
a
puffer.
hoarder.
I really like the pattern. It's puffer. I'm sorry, matches the runway style. I like it. I think this is very Jax. It's what we've seen this
Yeah.
particular kind of thing, and I think she does it really well. And yeah, that's my take with this, because I don't really think it sticks out as much as like other looks. It's not out there, but it's pretty. It puffer. It fits the theme. She looks really pretty. I like it.
I think there would have been a more positive reaction to Jax's look had Sasha not come out in the same like color and sort of same vibe. But
Words out of my mouth, Amanda.
But I do like this look. I love the like that she intentionally went with like a bumblebee theme, and you see the little spikes or the little horns, and I love this. Like, I've noticed Jax really like has a very New York style, and I can see the New York like elements in this as well. Like, and I love the bandana patterns on the puffer. Like, that's so unique. Like, no one else thought to do that. And then like the sort of, I don't know, the swirls and the wig styling reminds me of kind of like a honeycomb. I don't know. I think it's a really cool look, and I like it. It's an 8 for me, and I want to just make more people fall in love with it.
Yeah, pretty much agree with what both you guys had to say. I didn't really like the hair initially watching it, but now that I heard you say it kind of is like reminiscent of like a honeycomb, I like it more. And if that was kind of what she was like going for, I wish she would have had like bees or something
That would have been
in
cool.
the hair.
Yeah.
I like that you said it's very New York. It's like, we've been in New York for a week.
We know everything now.
We're New Yorkers now.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, I think same thing. Yeah, if Sasha didn't come out with a very similar outfit, I think the fandom would have had a different reception of it. And I think Jax is so fucking talented. I think she
So talented.
Oh my God, like I would if I ever when I get to see her perform live in person, it will be incredible. I already know it. Like I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm gonna remain neutral on this look though, because I don't not like it enough to regurgitate it, but
Yeah.
I feel like it needs a few more special moments for me to say that it ate. So I'm gonna keep it right in the middle.
Bit it. Like you took a bite.
Yeah. Like I'll have it for a snack if I have nothing else in the house. Yeah, totally. Or if I'm just like really stoned. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
So when you're on tour.
Fully.
Next time. Next work the world.
Next time I'm with Georges and Jada, honey.
Oh my God. All right. Next we have Selena Estides.
LA.
LA baby.
Yeah.
I mean, we love LA. I mean, I'm in LA, so this is representative of me. Okay, y'all New York bitches can't handle me. Can't handle Selena.
Oh,
I love it. I think the fact that she put a bunch of like random fun callback objects in her jacket was so smart. It was kind of, it like left a little bit of surprise, which is like, it was like kind of like a reveal without it being a reveal, which I really enjoyed. The performative aspect behind it, of course. Also, is it just me or is her mug getting even better and better every week?
It's getting very bad.
Because it's not, don't get me wrong. Yeah, like it didn't look bad at all for like really any of the time, but like I feel like each week I'm like, damn, her face looks better than it did last week.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like it looks like an igloo. I think that's what she was going for. And I don't remember what the reveal, because I know she pulled out her she showed her pussy a little bit.
That was it.
Yeah, it was like a gummy worm or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe since I don't remember it, maybe it was not a good reveal. But I overall like I really, really like her, like this particular look. I really do.
Yes.
Yeah. I like this.
I want to party with her.
Yeah,
sorry,
she seems really fun.
Yes.
I would.
I want to go out with Selena. Yeah.
I want to meet Selena.
This reminds me, you know that trend in like for people like in Asia, but specifically K-pop stan culture, or maybe not specifically K-pop stans, but there's this trend with bags where there would be like an opening that was clear and you put things in it to showcase on the outside like what was in your bag, like like my like little stan card. That's what it reminded me of. I know she was going more for igloo, but with like the different like things, it was just reminding me of stan culture, and I was like, I live. I
have no idea what you just. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I agree.
Get it.
Well, even like I know like in like the early 2000s, it kind of had its own little heyday. Like I think here in the States as well, they kind of like obviously spin it into something else, but like the clear backpacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like those, or like little head bags, or like the backpacks with the bubble, and you just have a peek. I think is what Amanda's talking about.
That's what I'm going for. And I also just really love the Estides lipstick. I'm like, All Stars candy. Yeah, I was expecting the zipper though to unzip into something because it was kind of already unzipped. So I was kind of surprised that there wasn't a reveal, but I mean, it didn't really need one. It was cute. Like I liked it. It was neat.
I like that it slightly flared at the bottom too. Like it wasn't like a crazy flare, but I like because it did give her a shape without it being like too much,
Totally.
It was great.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat this look. It's an appetizer for me for sure.
Totally.
Yes.
Those were
Yes,
all
yes,
the
yes, yeah.
looks. Who was your favorite?
Ah!
Whoa. What was your favorite runway of the night, and what was your least favorite runway of the night?
Okay, so just this week, if I'm gonna phrase it more like the runway that I would want to wear
Yeah.
personally.
Cool.
And if it were me choosing any of these looks, I would probably wear Malaysia's. I think
Yes.
Malaysia's is my top this week. I think she fucking turned it, and it was so different than what we had seen in the past from her. So I'm really loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah.
Same. I think Malaysia was incredible. I think she should have won this episode, but that's just me.
Right. That door slamming is gonna become a meme. It already
Right?
has,
Like
and I just
that
know it's
it's
gonna
all
go down
so
in
good.
history, you know. My favorite was
And there's
Aura.
always a
That's
good. Oh, Aura. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, they are always great at giving us like any season like an eye roll reaction, and I feel like Malaysia's from last week really was that moment for me, and I loved it. Like
Totally.
I have that photo saved probably like 5 or 6 times in my phone.
Yes.
Oh my
Who's your
gosh.
least favorite look?
Least favorite. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna scroll and just look at them all one last
Oh,
time.
I think I know which one is mine.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and say, because I'm still thinking.
Spice, just because it didn't fit.
Yeah.
Spice.
Honestly,
I think I'll just. Yeah, I'm gonna say Spice too. Like, she looks great. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it would fit the objective of the category.
Because at the end of the day, like, it's still a competition, you know, like you still have to meet some of the parameters. So
yeah. Well, and I always think of it like I said this on the reunion too. I don't remember if they aired it or not. But like, you know, when you take a test, a lot of times, like, they're looking for the most obvious answer or the most obvious response, you know, and like, I feel like for me, Spices was the one that I wouldn't know it was a puffer category, you know, and it doesn't mean I don't. I love Spice. I love sugar, which people online think that I don't because Bob made a joke that I don't like sugar. I'm diabetic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so if you think I don't like sugar, you are so wrong. I'm diabetic and you are just stupid. But no, I love the twins. I think they're fabulous. I just don't think that Spices fit the category fully as much as some of the other girls. And that's all I'm saying.
The winner of the challenge was Mistress. And did you agree with that? Did you think she was the top for the week? I know.
Yeah, I definitely, I would have put her in the top. I don't know if I would have necessarily chosen her as the winner, but because I do think Malaysia was right there with her. Honestly, I would not have had, because they called Malaysia safe, right?
They did.
I would have at least had Malaysia in the top, at least.
Agree.
If not win. Yeah, I'd say if not winning, I would put her in the top for sure.
Yes. And then our bottoms were Aura and Jax. Did you agree with that?
I did agree with that, and I agreed with it purely based off of the challenge, you know, and it kind of sucks, but unfortunately, at least from what we had seen, the challenge, it just was not up to par with what the other girls were doing, and that's the name of the game, and that's how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
Totally.
Yes.
I don't know who I would like take out, but I also think Spice should have also been in the bottom. Because I think her runway wasn't strong, and I don't think like her line deliveries were like the best.
Oh, but it was so funny when she was spelling ant and she just wasn't getting it. Like, she just was not understanding the note. And I'm like, this is great television. Like, Spice is great television.
Totally. I agree with.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
The lip sync was Sweetest Pie by Megan Thee Stallion and
Yes.
Dua Lipa, and Aura
Yes.
was sent home.
Yes. Yes. It was a great lip sync though. And I know for a fact if that was an in-person lip sync, money would have been flying, honey.
Oh,
Totally.
definitely.
The ground would have been covered in money.
Yes.
Yes.
And can I just say this? I've never seen Aura perform live, but I would pay $100 to go watch her. I'd pay her $200 to go
will
watch
love
her.
it. She is
Oh my gosh.
incredible. Like
Honey, those playgirls, they know how to move their body.
literally, like anyone, like if you go to a play, one day I hope you can go to see like a play show when you're not like booked and you can actually sit down and watch. Like if you're
It
ever
was
I
so
actually-
much fun.
Yeah, when I was there last, I think I stayed because you got,
Oh, you
okay, that was
did.
something else. Okay, back home in Missouri, we had our drag shows. It was like, you would probably only do one number a night,
Mhm.
but play, it's like they are on staff. They are 6 numbers a night. There are 3 sittings, So I think I only did 2 seatings when I
you
was
did
there. And
9 and 11.
Yeah, and I think I stayed for the 1 o'clock. Is there one?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I stayed and watched a couple of the girls at the one. So
Yes.
Play. Oh, because we did the watch party. Me, Amanda, and Jack. We were like invited to the watch party, and I had so much fun last week.
Yes,
Oh,
heck
that was
yeah.
so fun.
I
With-
can't believe that was last
with
week. Oh my god.
Princess.
I know.
Yes.
Princess,
Yeah, with the
right?
princess.
I love her.
Yeah, it was so
Yes,
crazy.
yes.
She's mother.
Ugh, that was.
Oh,
she is-
Princess. I love Princess because I got to meet her in person. Before I got to meet her, there was a video from I think when Maddie Morphosis was there. I can't really remember.
Where they were both
but
bald together?
They were like both bald together.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I remember Princess asking Maddie Morphosis if I was really that big of a bitch in real life.
I made
And
that
so I was
TikTok.
like,
I'm so sorry.
No. But I was so I was like so nervous to go talk to her because I did a viewing party like a few weeks later. But I was so nervous. And then Princess was literally just like the coolest, most chill.
So
like
nice.
Literally.
Yeah.
She
so
made that
fucking
question
cool.
knowing that you were gonna say something else, or not you, that Maddie was gonna defend you
Maddie.
and make the public opinion a lot better. So she
Oh,
was
oh my
looking
God.
out for you. Don't worry.
No,
No, she's
listen, and
so
I am
nice.
under the understanding, like, even with people that take it to the extremes, like, we're watching a television show, we're gonna have opinions.
Right.
You know? Yeah. So I
Oh
get
my
that.
gosh. Yes.
That
But-
she's so nice. Like she had no idea who we were, but she was so nice to us. Like she was pretended that she knew us. It was really nice.
Yeah, she seems like a sweetheart. For at least the hour and a half I got to be with her, I guess.
Yes.
She was on the pod last week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I thought you said you guys were.
Oh, yeah,
did
yeah.
you record it live? Did you record it there at the thing?
Oh no, because we were invited to the watch party to be guests, and then we also did podcast after.
Yeah, we
I
flipped the
thought you
switch
meant
on her
you-
afterwards. Yeah.
Got you. I thought you meant like you podcast in front of people while the episode was going.
I wish. Maybe next time though. We'll
Okay.
see.
You guys should do like a live podcast sometime.
That
could be fun.
Oh my
That'd be a
god,
good
we'd
time.
have to be so
maybe
careful.
World of Wonder.
Yeah.
World
Yeah.
of Wonder. Are you listening? Put us under the creator tab.
Yeah.
Like,
Do it at DragCon, a
waiting.
DragCon panel with you guys. That would be
Oh,
sickening.
that was so cool.
Well,
Give press
waiting.
passes to people that matter, please.
Right.
Exactly. We're
we did
getting
get
the
them.
VIP tickets though. Yeah. World of Wonder is giving us
Okay,
VIP
good.
tickets.
I was like, you did not buy tickets to DragCon. They should let you in for free at this point.
So they're like,
Yeah.
Good.
I'm so
Okay, good.
excited.
I'm glad they were on it for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys deserve it for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next week is lip sync lalapaRuza. What were
Ooh,
your
okay.
experiences for lip sync lalapaRuza? Because you only lip synced once, so that was
Thank
great.
God. Oh my
Mhm.
God. It was the most terrifying episode for me past Snatch Game. Wait, was
Oh.
Snatch Game after that or before? It was,
Yeah, it was
oh,
after.
it was literally right after.
Mhm.
I thought I was terrified for Snatch Game, and then when I found out that we all ate shit and had to do a lip sync lalapaRuza the next week, it threw me into like a hyperventilative shock, and I was in my hotel room. I didn't
Yeah.
sleep that night, and I
Oh.
literally I want to say we got back to our hotel at like maybe 1 or 2, and then I had a call time at like 7 the next morning. So I just stayed up trying to learn all the words to all the songs that they gave us, because I didn't know like really any of them except for Respect, because I sang it in like a middle school choir. That's the only reason I knew that song.
Oh
So
my
as soon as my
God.
name was called and I knew I could pick the song, I was like, okay, I'm doing this because I know the words.
Oh my gosh. That's
But
hilarious.
I think it's cool that they're incorporating it again this year, but with them knowing, you
Mhm.
know, like
Yeah,
it's not
it's
because they did bad. It's just because it was such a well-received episode last year. And I think it's cool that they
Mhm.
brought that along.
I agree. And
Love it.
who do you think will win and who do you think will go home?
Oh, well, I don't think that anyone would want to be up against Sasha, or Anitra, or really, I wouldn't want to lip sync against Marsha either. Marshalls. I'm telling you what, because I know she knows how to move her body as well. So I think
Yeah.
they're going to do really well. I'm interested to see Spice lip sync
That's why I asked.
that many times. And then obviously Jax has been in the bottom, and she's been a repeat offender for not doing too well. But I do think this is a moment for her to shine, because that's what she's so fucking good at.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to
Totally.
see what Jax does with it. Maybe she'll dig herself out of the
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
low placement streak that she's been in,
Totally.
you know.
I hope she has a redemption arc.
I do too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah.
For sure. But I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good episode. I think it's gonna be one of the standouts from the season, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I'm excited.
There's so many good lip syncers. So many.
Yes.
So before we like wrap up, I want to ask your top 4. Who do you think is your top 4?
Oh, okay.
And who will
top
win?
4. Okay, my top 4. I'm watching it as a viewer. I didn't do any spoiling or anything like that. The only things that I may or may not know is just from the grapevine. But I definitely see Anitra there, and I'm just like an unapologetic Anitra stan. I think she is so professional and
Yes,
is an amazing performer. I say Anitra, Sasha. I'm gonna put Lucy LaDuca in there as well.
Yeah.
I think Lucy has been doing pretty well. I'm excited to see more of her. And then I'm gonna say my girl Lux. I love Lux Noir. I love her, and I love her little attitude. I think she's sickening, bitch. I think she's everything. So I'm gonna say those are my top 4. What about you guys?
Yes.
Mine was Aura, so now she's gone, and Robin was one, but then she's gone. So I'm getting hits after hits. But I'm gonna go with Anitra. Mine's kind of same though. I think Anitra, Lux, Lucy. Yeah, mine's the same. Lucy
Same.
and Sasha. I mean,
Quit copying me. I'm sorry.
Mine was Aura, and Aura, but now I have to change that. So
I know. What are you gonna do?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I guess Sasha.
now we're gonna we're gonna
Sasha-
go for the Asian queens again.
Yes.
API queens.
Sasha, Anitra, Lucy, and Lux. Those are my top.
Period. Oh my god. Wow.
Wow, we're all on
Just
the
like
same
me
page.
on the snatch game. You just copying my answer. That's great.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Daya, for coming on the podcast. Like, we had so much
totally.
fun. Can you tell the viewers where to find you if they don't know already?
Yes.
Yeah. Instagram at Daya Betty. My Twitter is Daya_Betty417 or Daya Betty_417. I don't ever remember. And then TikTok is also Daya Betty. I try to keep the same profile picture so people it makes sense to people. So if you see multiple Daya Bettys, just look for the one that has the same social media platform on every platform. Social media picture on every platform. God, I can't talk.
And if people want to see you perform live or, see you live, where can they? Is there anything next that you're doing? Or
heck
Are
yeah.
you performing
So I'm
this
doing
week in New York?
Yeah, well, this week I'm doing some stuff for Fashion Week. So, but I do know I'm going to Mexico. I'm going to Mexico City on February 17th. I will be there with my sister Crystal. We're hosting the Her Party. I'm very excited for that. It's my first time in Mexico.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'll be there. And then March, I'm doing the top 5 tour. We're doing a mini Canada tour at the end of March.
Oh, yes.
So Canada, I want to say they even threw in an Indiana and a Illinois date, I think.
Ooh.
So that's the end of March. And then I can't announce it yet, but there will be something in April where you can come and see me perform. And then I go on tour with Work the World immediately after. So lots of chances this year.
So no
Yes.
DragCon?
Yeah.
No DragCon?
Oh, of course, I'll be at DragCon. I don't
Oh,
usually
thank
perform
goodness.
at DragCon because they're
Oh.
such long days, and I just don't have
Yeah.
the stamina to go perform after
Oh,
that. But
definitely.
I will be at DragCon as well. I'll be at LA,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think it's only 2 days this year, but I'll be there all the days.
Yes.
Okay. Can't wait to see you.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I'm
run
so
into you. I'm gonna go get one of those walking tacos, and then we'll have
Oh
lunch
my
together.
god. Yes, totally.
Before we say goodbye, we want to give a special shout out to our national tier patron.
Starlight, is it?
Yes, thank you, Starlight, for being our national press tier.
Yes.
If you want to support us on Patreon, we have 3 levels that you can support us on. The national tier gets you a special shout out at the end of
Yeah.
each episode. Our Patreon is linked in the description if you're watching us on YouTube. But if you're just listening, go to our Twitter. We are pressed, WERPRESSED, and it is pinned in our Twitter.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
fun fact, Starlight is a huge fan of Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you.